Hi guys, welcome to Gamers Downunder. This is episode 17. I'm your host, Larman, and
your co-host, Steve.
Co-host Steve. Promotion.
That means you'll be doing all the talking tonight.
Oh no, I knew there was a catch to him being nice to me. Silly me.
I think last time we said that, I ended up doing all the talking anyway.
Yeah, well, you just take over. You didn't even let me announce the 5,000 people. I'm still upset about that. You let me get right up to the 5,000, and then you went bang, 5,000.
That was my time to shine.
It was your it always is your time to shine, apparently. Anyway, so gaming, how's it been?
You have to talk about your week. I'm resting. I'm relaxing.
I don't know what you're resting about or relaxing about.
I have to save my energy. We're raiding.
You're raiding.
Whaling Caverns.
Where is it?
World of Warcraft Classic. But we'll get to me. You talk.
Anyway, okay. So, well, look, I'll start with World of Warcraft as well, if you like. I played World of Warcraft, everybody. Everybody was telling me to jump in. They said it was fantastic. Well, I jumped in. Head first. Didn't know what was going on. Mind you, still don't know what's going on. I reckon I played it for first. I played it for like 5 minutes. What more do you want?
That's not jumping in head frickin' first. An MMORPG. Jesus, there's games out there that the character creation takes longer than 5 minutes.
Oh, well, let me tell you, right? If I need somewhere on a map to point me in the direction I have to go, then I'm happy to run there and complete the quest and then run back. I'm like a good dog like that. I can go fetch. But when you tell me I've got to do something, I've actually got to read things and pay attention to what the actual person's saying. No, that's how our relationship gets along so well, because I don't actually listen to anything you say.
How are you into gaming? I want you to tell me what games you play. What do you actually play?
Jurassic Park, Evolution.
Okay, all right, I'll accept that.
All the DLCs.
Yeah, but that's that. Oh, it is not chobbo. It is pretty easy, I guess. That's a very
It is not easy to get all the. Oh, I can't even speak. I'm that angry.
Guess to get all the lower IQ kind of base game.
Oh my god. Okay, so lower IQ game. Now I'm just nuclear. All right. What about Grand Theft Auto 5? It's still in the top 10 for PlayStation Network. Like,
that's terrible, that game. Okay, next.
I know what you're probing me for, and I'm going to say the game, right? No Man's Sky.
Ding, ding, ding. We have a wiener.
Mate, that game is mind-blowing. Seriously, if you have not got it, you need to get it. It's amazing. Everything about it.
As a single player, what? Explain it to me. We'll get back to WoW. Get back to WoW. Go. No man's lie. Let's talk about it.
No. It's not a lie. It's all fantastic now. Look, there is still probably a couple of glitches with it. Like, you can't really... Actually, I just worked out how to trade today with people. I can actually give people stuff.
When you say people, is it NPCs or...
No. Other people.
Oh, really?
So you actually play on a server somewhere.
Yep.
And so when the game actually loads up, you have a choice to connect directly to one of your friends, or you can create a random game and that people can join you.
And you're on that same server.
So the thing with this game is, it's because it's so massive. Everybody is on the same galaxy, whatever you want to call it, constellation, Milky Way sort of thing, the big circle. Somewhere on the circle they are. So if you go, say for example, you've got a base and I know where you are, I can actually go to your base when you're not there. So that's
on your server. So say you're on server A.
It's like there's only one server.
Oh, so absolutely every single person who plays No Man's Sky is all...
I think for PlayStation only. I don't know if there's crossplay. I need to find out about that.
Okay.
But PlayStation at least, everybody is on that one place. So no matter where you go in the galaxy, you can actually go to other people's places that they've built up or whatever.
Then what are you now explain to me? When you log in, when you first start the game, you're saying you can join on a server with mates, or you just join onto a world server, do you?
You can do either or. So you have an option when you load up the game. There's two options. One to join like randomly into the wherever you are. Or you can actually go, okay, hang on, Steve's at this place, I want to join him. and then they'll send you to the planet where Steve is. Because
so it's more you're
literally-
joining location.
Yeah,
than
it's a location
actual
in the
server.
game. Yes,
Oh, that's because of the vast size of the game. I'm
that's
guessing.
right. Yes,
See, that's different with obviously World of Warcraft servers. There's PvE, so you can't attack people out in the world, and then there's PvP, and then there's multiple actual PvP servers, PvE servers in just Oceanic, let alone America. And so my mate who's in Canada, he's playing on an American server. He will be physically at the exact same IGA as me. There's no IGAs in World of Warcraft, guys. I'm just dumbing it down for Michael. And he can be standing at the exact same IGA as me, nowhere to be seen, because it's a whole completely and utter different server. Like the world server went down the other day, so it's like all of Oceanic crashes. So every single Australia, New Zealand, blah, blah, blah server was down because they all go back to like a world server. But yeah.
About you, back to my No Man's Sky, right? So that's the start off. So you can start the game, and literally when you start the game, you don't know where you are, what to do, you know nothing. So you're literally like so-called traveler on a random planet. Now, depending on your luck, is if that planet is good or not. See, I had one of my mates join in, and he's actually playing on PlayStation as well, and PC. He plays on both, but the PlayStation one, he's just started, and he started on a world that has like acid rain.
Well, hang on, go back. Who?
One of my... You trying to set me up?
You don't have mates. I was just trying to think. I'm your only mate, and I don't play No Man's Sky.
But anyway, so like that's the difference between my game and his. When I started, I got actually an easier world where I have to worry about these massive crabs and that's it. And then he gets a world where you get acid rain. Some of the worlds are like really humid and really hot and it burns you.
Yeah, I got crabs once too.
Yeah, I bet you did. But there's different.
Played No Man's Sky yet.
Oh, mate. But it's just different, you know. It's yeah. And just because you start, you don't have to be there. You can move. Like I've told my mate, I go, literally, just come to my world. My world's easy to build up your bases and resources. Just come there and then just start there.
What is the goal? Like I'll get to my little discretion of what World of Warcraft is upsetting me over, which this pretty much is it. But what's the end goal? Like, why are you playing No Man's Sky? What is it? Why are you there? What are you doing?
Okay, so I like the VR aspect of it. I don't play the VR all the time with it. I actually play normal PlayStation version.
You like the VR side of it?
I do. The movement's a bit clunky, like with other games with the VR, but just the experience. So at the moment in No Man's Sky, I've just got a freighter, and literally the freighter is nearly half the size of a planet. So when you see your freighter jump in, just you're driving, and then other freighters come in, or they're like a random armada come in, you're like, whoa! Like you just sit back and you just watch all these ships just appear in front of you.
Did you attack them?
Well, you can.
Yep.
I probably wouldn't recommend it. It ends pretty badly with these ships that are like half the size of a world, and you're in a little leaky boat.
Yeah.
But I like the concept and the character building, the different aspects in the ships, so you can upgrade your ships and different components to do different things. The end goal, I don't know. I've got like 6 ships now. Do I use all of them? No. I've got one favorite that I've upgraded to the max, and I normally just mine asteroids. But you can build a base. It's base building. You can also build in your freighter as well, a base in there as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the end goal is for the game. It is, I think, to get to the center of the universe. I'm having too much fun on the outer skirts, so I don't know if I'll be going in there anytime soon. That's how I know about Sky. I reckon, seriously, if you actually invest the time into it, probably like with World of Warcraft, if I actually invested time into it, I might actually like it. But I really have put a lot of hours into No Man's Sky, and I can't speak highly enough.
What about the one other game award-winning RPG you're supposed to play and you only put about 15 minutes into?
Oh, yeah, well, see, that has issues driving. I can't drive everywhere. No Man's Sky, I can literally fly to where I need to go. That's the difference.
I still challenge you as a gamer.
No way. I played 20 minutes. I moved on. I probably will go back to it, but I'm too engrossed.
Obviously, for our listeners, we're talking about Final Fantasy 15. and trying to get Michael into the Final Fantasy after listening to the
Distant Worlds.
The orchestra, whatever you want to call it, the musical, the other week in Melbourne. He went and bought Final Fantasy 15, and he has been a noob and played even though it's an action slash, it's a bit of an action slash JRPG. But he has played maybe an hour, not even more, have you?
No, 20 minutes, I told you.
Oh, like all you've got to do is push the regalia. That's it. Did you watch Brotherhood?
No, I was actually going to ring you today and ask you about it. What the
Kingsglaive.
movies were. Kingsglaive, that's it. Okay.
That's Kingsglaive's the movie. I see you mucking around. Are you trying to message my silent phone? You are, aren't you? Sucker. Gotcha.
I thought, he's talking about Final Fantasy. Let's send him a dig.
No, not today.
As I said, I played 20 minutes of it. I got my car repaired. Look, it was okay. And if there was no other games to play, like No Man's Sky, which is A grade game, or even the VR, I'm going to say Dragon Age, like even that is massive. And I haven't played any of that. Like I literally played to the first town.
Yeah. That's the problem, and I am very
hours of the day.
Yeah. Oh, well, so that's your gaming week. Well, how's your VR going? Have you snuck that one through yet?
I did. You know what I did? I actually blamed you. I said, Steve got it for me.
That's right. Perfect. Hopefully, Mum's not listening.
No. But you know what the worst part is? Then the next comment out of their mouths was, oh, that's Steve. He's such a nice guy. That made me feel ill.
That makes sense.
It made sense. No. I'm playing my Astro Fighter, and I'm waiting for the tennis game to come in. I got Mario Tennis as well coming, and that's another VR game on it, which is pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Some of them are quite expensive, and mind you, all I'm doing is getting the Japanese version of the games. There's no way I'm getting the English version because they're just so expensive. And for majority of the games that I'm getting and that I will get, you don't need to know Japanese to play them. So. Oh,
really?
Yeah. You look deep in thought.
Yes, I was staring at something. I was contemplating my line I am currently stuck in, the queue for World of Warcraft Classic. I was death staring it, thinking, why did I not log in earlier? I am currently
40,000 deep.
2,571 people deep in the queue.
It's ridiculous. See,
and that's a good day.
Another reason. That's why I lasted. I don't even know how long I lasted. I think it was 5 minutes on that game because I had to wait an hour and a half to get on, and then I finally got to actually play the game, and I'm like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. And I logged it off.
It's going to be hard because I don't know. It feels as if it's probably a game where you need nostalgia carrying you through. Like it's not really a game where, well, there are people jumping in, so I can't comment for absolutely everyone. But for me, like if I was going to literally just come along and turn WoW on, like nostalgia is pulling me through some of the stuff. Like that, it is so grindy. Like there is no way some of these quests would get through retail. No way. Like I was farming harpies last night, and I physically had to kill. What did I need? I needed 7 harpy talons or something. Me and 2 other guys. We had to kill a mob for 35 minutes, 40 minutes. Just kept killing harpy after harpy after harpy. I reckon we killed no less than 50 harp to get 7, and that's just that classic through and through. It's what they do. Like, it's so grindy with their numbers.
See, yeah, I don't know, but look, that's similar to No Man's Sky. It's really grindy as well. Like as I said before, one of my mates that's playing it, like he hasn't got as far as me, purely because I have done a lot of grinding on the asteroid belt to build up my wealth. Mind you, you can spend it real quick as well. So, but Yeah, no, I don't know. As I said, World of Warcraft didn't do it for me. Yeah, I like the fact with that subscription to World of Warcraft Classic, you actually get access to original or the new.
The retail. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. For anyone listening, if you hear vanilla or classic, what happened? World of Warcraft was released 15 years ago. And that's what everyone deems to be classic. Or, oh, you can't see me. I'm doing air quotes. Vanilla. That's what it was. What they've done is they've re-released World of Warcraft. So many people over the years sat there and said, oh, classic was the best. Vanilla was the best. So it's based around patch 1.12 or something. Geez, I can't remember what actual year. It was released in 2003, 2004, the game itself. I think it's based on roughly like the 2005, 2006 version. Don't hold me to that, but the version is 1.12, so that's one of the problems, because now people are trying to Google builds and stuff for classic. You got to actually pick which classic it is, because there was some characters or base characters that got nerfed for the 1.12. So it's like you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to be mage, because mage was absolutely awesome, because his fireball got slowed down, or the shaman might have got a totem taken off it. You know what I mean? So, but that's when we're talking about vanilla. What we call retail, that's the newest version, the newest update, the newest DLC, release, all that. That's when we say retail. So Michael is talking a lot about how you pay the $13, I think it is, subscription a month. I think roughly $13, and you get to play. I haven't even looked, so I can't back you up, but yeah, get to play classic and retail for that subscription base,
which is pretty cool. All right, so last episode you were asking about the Game & Watch and who produced it, because
that's right, yeah,
at the EB store, they had all the Nintendo products, but one of our listeners actually said to us, hey, you're actually missing the Game & Watch, which is actually true, because
that was the Donkey Kong one, and
there's quite a few. There is quite a few.
Is there?
Yeah,
okay.
So doing more research on it, there was quite a few that were released. So, the Game & Watch was produced by Nintendo between 1980 and 1991. Each game features a single game played on LCD screen, and additional to a clock and an alarm, or both. It was the earliest Nintendo video game to gain major success. It was discontinued in October 14th, 1991. So there was actually quite a few games for it, which I thought was pretty cool.
Okay. How many versions did they release?
There was 2 versions, second generation, first and second.
What do you mean?
There were 2 generations of Game & Watch.
No, sorry. As in games. Like you said, there was more than Donkey Kong and Popeye. How many games was there?
So, the games on the Game & Watch, there's one, which is a ball. There's one which is a chef. There's Donkey Kong Country Jr., Fire Attack, Fire, Flagman, Greenhouse, Helmet, Judge, Lion, Manhole, Mario Bros, Mario Bombs Away, Mario's Cement Factory, Octopus, Oil Panic, Parachute, Bitball, Sparky, Tropical Fish, Turtle Bridge, and Vermin. What a one to end on.
That was 22 or something. I wasn't counting, but you didn't say any Popeye. I know there is a Popeye.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I don't know why it's not on that. How dare Wikipedia be wrong?
That's it.
That was one of our...
Were you quoting Wikipedia to me just then?
No, that was all off my memory.
That's it. You know I'm not a big fan of Wikipedia for facts.
Oh, it was a fact until I got bloody snowballed. There must be something about Popeye. Oh, there was actually Mr. Game & Watch as well, at the actual logo. So he's actually normally in Smash Brothers as well.
Oh, yeah, yep.
There's different versions, as I said. There's one screen, or there's double screen. But yeah, so they actually are missing, and they're missing quite a few, not actually just 2, like we said before, Donkey Kong and Popeye. But yeah, so they are creation from Nintendo.
All right, well, there you go.
Oh, so thanks for that, and thanks for asking the question, Steve.
I wonder if that's why they didn't put it in the cabinet, because they didn't want to have freaking 14 different watches there and go broke buying them all.
Oh, well, yeah, but they're not. Some of them aren't that much. Some of them are like $200.
Is that it?
And you know what? The sad thing is, I had so many as a kid.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But that's the thing is, when you were young, you didn't know. And as I said, I had quite a few of them, and then they disappeared, or I think the parents filed them away for future use.
Yes.
The trash can.
Yep. Trash can. Yes. Okay.
No. So yeah, that's the Game and Watch. I haven't got one yet, but I am still looking at it, waiting for that. Yeah. So, what about your gaming week? How's it been, Mr. WoW Classic Vanilla Boy?
Well,
how's it going?
Hang on. Where am I? I am currently 2,035 people.
You could have just lied and said like 200 or something. I wouldn't have known.
Nah, I won't be on till probably, minimum 45 minutes, 50 minutes, I reckon.
That is ridiculous. See, this is why, and I was actually quite annoyed that I jumped on the first week. I will probably jump on again, but it will be a couple of weeks. I could not justify waiting that long to play a game.
I said it literally just last night to one of my mates. I moved on from some of the quests. Like, I've just been mucking around. I've been going to random different places.
Oh!
What just happened?
There are 59 different Game & Watch games produced for sale.
Holy moly. That's why they didn't have them all in the freaking cabinet.
That was off our little Wikipedia. Because I was still interested in it because I wanted to know which ones to have a look at.
Yeah.
59. So why have a list of bloody 20?
Maybe that was version 1.
Yeah,
you did say there's 2 versions.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
anyway, keep going.
I went to different areas and just mucked around questing. I haven't been actively like, gotta get all 8 here, and if I do 7 of them over there, I can hand them in, I can get 4 there, and I can run back there. Like, I haven't been like that. I've put in some hours, like literally since release. If you type in, like, push enter /played, PLAYED, played, it will tell you exactly how many hours you've played. Last night when I logged off, I had played 1 day 16 hours.
But you know what? Is that including the wait time? I reckon it is.
No, it doesn't include wait time. That's actual gameplay. It is actual gameplay, because if you do played on each character, it tells you how long you've played them. So yeah, I've since release, I've put, 1 day, so 24 hours, 14. So yeah, I've put close to 40 hours into that game since release. So yeah, definitely played a couple of hours worth. And I'm nothing. Like, literally, even in my guild, I'm only. There are people at 60 already. Yep, yeah. It's disgusting.
I'm gonna post about it on the page, and I'm like, when does this guy sleep?
Yeah. Oh, the neckbeards are strong. That's for certain.
There was actually I couldn't do it. No.
I don't know. It's just they're crazy. There's no physical way I could ever put that sort of hours in. But
what I was thinking to ask was, how was your guy from work? He's taken a week off to play WoW Classic. Has the flannel been used?
No, he reckons he hasn't cranked out the flannel that much, actually.
I love that word use. Not much. So there were certain days when it got dicey.
Yep.
Oh, I seriously would like him on the podcast just to hear him talk about this flannel.
Oh, he would be devastated.
That's unreal. So, what level is he?
He is level. He slowed down actually, because he started churning in front of us, but even he also saw it. It's just, you lose all life, like you lose the fun. Like, one of our other friends, I think he's level 40, 42. Yeah. He's just like, if I go and grind experience here, I run that dungeon, I can get 23,000 experience points an hour, and I can run that dungeon for 8 hours, and all this kind of stuff.
Keep going over the same area over and over again?
Yep, literally for 8 hours straight.
Well, even one of my mates, he's playing it, and he's level 35 or 36 at the moment. And he went to the humans, of course, but
Alliance, yeah.
Alliance, sorry. See all these terminologies about WoW Classic. But no, yeah, so he's put in quite a few hours, and I just can't do it. Not unless I'm really invested in the storyline. If the storyline doesn't grab me straight away, then I'm pretty useless with it.
Well, that's the
Um,
thing. There isn't really any storyline. It's
Except with No Man's Sky, where there is storyline and you are learning a lot. I can't stop talking about it. I just love it.
yeah. That's probably my biggest not complaint. I'm definitely, because I play with mate every night. Like we've got a guild. Anyone who wants to join, send us a message. You can join in. Like, so we've got a guild.
Oh, hang on, what's the guild's name? Let's hear the Fearsomes guild's name.
Caboolture Jazz Club.
I can see you tapping away to that jazz, mate.
Oh, it's so good.
Caboolture Jazz Club. All right, guys, we'll make sure we're done. We don't need to speak any more of this. Goodbye. Have a nice day. We're done.
No, and because I'm playing with mates every single night, it's sort of like Call of Duty. Call of Duty lost its single player. Now it's only multiplayer. Like, you've only got the battle royale side of things. So it's like, because you're playing with mates, you're happy. That's the grab. That's the story. Like, that's where the connection comes from, because you're running around, you're having fun with your mates like you're 15 again. Like, that's literally the feeling you get. So if I didn't have such an active player base, maybe it wouldn't be the same. Maybe I would have dropped it by now. But yeah, it's...
See, you wouldn't even let me in the guild, so...
Nah, you're too much of a noob.
I didn't even do one quest. Actually, I might have. I ran somewhere and ran back.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
You need to get on there.
No. Not when I'm waiting 2 hours to play the game. No, thank you.
That's true.
No. All right.
That's...
What else?
Yeah, look, I haven't done talking about World of Warcraft.
You're not done?
I'm not done. I still got more.
Of course you do. Keep going, then.
I want to talk about everything.
Don't let me stop you, mate. Don't let me... Huh?
Like, I want to talk about... the grind. I've talked about that. The quest grind. It's a hard time. I obviously...
Have they done something to change the quest or something at the moment?
What do you mean?
People were getting too much XP for having 6 players.
Oh, no.
I read a post about it the other day.
No, what... Oh, too many people with 6 players. No. What it was when we run through a dungeon, if you've got... Like, say if it's a 5-person dungeon, you can run through with 5 people and you can get your... whatever you want to call it. Like, you can hand in your quests by going into that dungeon. But if you go in with 6 people, up to 10, because you can get it to be a 10-man raid as such, like a dungeon, you can still do that. But it doesn't count towards your quests. So I've got 5 quests in this dungeon. I've gone in with 6 people because we didn't realize. We're like, oh, we got 6 people. Let's just go. We do this whole freaking dungeon for 3 hours, and then by the time we finish, we're like, damn, none of the quests. I've still got them, so I got to run back through it with 5.
Yep.
But from my understanding, that's how a lot of them are doing power leveling. Like, they just run through big group of like 5 mages, 6 mages, whatever, 10 mages, and they just run through dungeons. They set up macros. It's how the Chinese farmers used to do it back in the day. You'd actually get them and they would run your character through dungeons for 12 hours. You'd pay them $20, $30, and when you logged off, they'd log in and they would literally just run your character through dungeon after dungeon after dungeon for 12 hours, 16 hours, whatever it was, until you logged back on, and all of a sudden you'd get your character back and you're 6 levels up. That's how I believe they have been pushing through the levels this time, because to get to level 60, goddamn, that one man, I would find it very difficult to believe that he done it all on his own.
Oh, really?
I got mates who are level 40, one who's 44, 45, and he has put in hours. Like, I mean legit hours. So, like, That guy must have done 16-hour days every single day since release minimum if he done it all on his own. Like, and my mate with the flannel, he done 2 16-hour days in a row. The third day was 14 hours.
Ridiculous.
But World of Warcraft, come over. Come to the dark side. Oh, that's what it was. I was talking about the questing side of things. Obviously, we've all seen photos about queues. I can confirm that must have happened in maybe Canada, because Canada are far too nice people. In Australia, it's 40 people.
Line up. There would be no chance I'd be lining up.
No way would you line up. And people
I'd
don't.
That queue and then click on the guy as soon as he comes.
The problem is literally they have 6-minute cooldowns and you stand there as a team of 4 and you literally have to just keep pushing tab because tab is auto target and you gotta wait. Just tab and then because it's the first most of the time it's the first person to do damage is the one who pulls the mob. So if you're just sitting there, it's like ready, boom, attack, instant cast spell, and you get it. And it happened to my mate last night. He waited. Someone stole. He didn't make it the first time. He's like, oh, that's fair enough. I got here after them. Stand there. Literally, as the boss popped, someone rocked up and attacked. He beat him to it. So he had to wait for the next turn. So it took him 18 minutes worth of waiting just to kill this one boss, which took maximum of 30 seconds to kill.
Absolutely ridiculous.
What I've done, I just moved on. I was like, nah, I'll go and level up here. I'll go and play there. Like, I'm not... And now I'm going back and I'm finishing off some of these little quests and I'm going straight in. I'm not having to wait. It was just too... Oh, this flu's still got me. It was just too busy. It was freaking too flat out.
As I said, I would not be playing a game if I would be bashing that avatar, whoever jumped in front of me and stole my spot. There would have been... Is there a profanity filter on there so you can't swear?
Yep,
mate, it'd be getting worked overtime by me. I'd be rage quitting.
So that's... Yeah, look, there's more stuff coming. Like, there's no PvP at the moment. They're not till phase 3, as in PvP arenas. So you just have to run the world map if you're on a PvP server and just go and try to find the opposition. There is talks about the neckbeards taking on the PvP world raids. So what we call as the neckbeards, you have to play 12 hours a day for 6 months straight. You can't miss a single day because you start to lose points, like alliance points. That's how, and it takes them 6 months to get to level that tier 14, whatever it's called. By the time they get there, they will stomp, and all these neckbeards will just come running through towns. And they'll just destroy everything in their path. And you have to log off. You physically, otherwise you'll die. They'll kill all of the NPCs. They'll just wipe a whole entire town and then quickly run away again.
See, now, like, they tried to do this in Star Wars online. And I like the idea of actually attacking a town. But I'd want to affect the town, right? So... If you have taken over that town, or if you've attacked that town should go to, like for Star Wars example, should go to the Sith or to the Jedi.
That's too new. That's too new. You got to remember WoW Classic is 15 years old.
No. I'm even talking about Star Wars though online. Like you could do the exact same thing. It's a town attack where you go and attack someone's town. You have like 30 people. You all run over. You destroy all the NPCs and then you run away. But, like, it should change the map.
Oh.
It should convert it to the other team's town then.
Who done that? Was that Ark, Conan, stuff like that? But I don't think they had NPCs. It would be very difficult with NPCs, truthfully. I like trying to write that code because most of the time the town is based on the lore of who's there, you know what I mean? Like you go to a horde town, they're all horde people. So do you have a whole entire
Yeah, but they should keep
sub-B?
but you should have a main base that you can't take over. So again, I'm going to talk Star Wars, right? The Jedi have their world and the Sith have their world that you can't go to. So like Korriban and Coruscant, right? The two worlds, bang, you can't go to those two worlds because that's their home base. However, the other 50 worlds, it'll actually affect the game. So then you can see like a live update saying Sith control 48%, Jedi control 52. Or
What
vice
happens if
versa.
they keep wiping out? What happens if there's no evenness?
But the game should be like that because it should just be whoever wins. And then at the end of the round, so do it like a season. So do a season, so 6 months or 12 months, whatever. Then it resets back to 50. And you get special XP or special bonus if your side wins and you've contributed to that side.
Look, maybe you should put copyright pending. Just keep that to yourself.
Copyright pending. Just keep it to myself. A bit late, I've just told everybody on the podcast, but anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, because then you're actually affecting the world.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That's why
concept.
I didn't. That was one of the ideas and concepts that I came up with. That's one of the concepts that I came up with that I didn't like on Rage 2. You can go and attack a outpost and nothing really changes. It was just...
So what, you run in, you kill everything, then you run out.
Yeah. But on Mad Max, you ran in, killed everyone, boom, you took over the place and it started, and then your people moved in. And because it was a single player, it was yours then. They couldn't take it back.
I never played Mad Max.
Oh, I loved it, actually. As a
Is it computer or PS?
PS, and it's literally, you can get that for $10 as a town building concept for how many years it came out ago. That I thought that was brilliant. Like I love the idea that I actually affect the world.
And I think that's good for the storyline.
Yes, and that was what, like, you had when you took over an outpost, then you could build a oil builder there, and you could build a whatever, and then you slowly collect resources. There's other games as well. Shadow of War, the Lord of the Rings one.
Lord of the Rings, yep.
They come and attack you, or they come and attack your base or something. They had a good. The first one was one of my favorite PlayStation games of all time on PlayStation 4. Number 2, I just didn't get into. I don't know why. I don't know whether there was too many other games.
Is it a hack and slash? I think that one is.
It is, but it's got a very good. It's got a revenge policy. Like, you kill one of these bosses, and he comes back stronger, and some of them want to hunt you down, and they want to come after you, and eventually you get there, and you can overtake a overlord, so you take over all of his minions, and yeah, I really liked that idea. But Mad Max's idea, and that's why I think I gave Rage 2 such a hard time. Because it came out, 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, something, I'd have to Google it, later than Mad Max. And it was missing things that Mad Max had in it. And it's like, I believe gaming, we should look at what's been done and keep building from there. Don't, stop this lazy gaming, lazy development. Mad Max, so in 4 years, Rage 2 came out 14th of May 2019. Mad Max came out 1st of September 2015. So in over nearly 4 years, nothing happened. If anything, I truthfully believe it went backwards. Like, the graphics are a bit of a play on that type of graphic. It's not a beautiful graphic by any means. The conceptual world and even the biomes and everything. Yeah, just didn't look like it.
Didn't look realistic.
No, like, well, that's the thing. Like, that's why a lot of people do play World of Warcraft, like Classic now, and they're like, oh, how come it doesn't do this? And how come it doesn't do that? Games didn't do that 15 years ago. Like, this is a trendsetter for the RPG world. Like, when it came out, it was number one. It was top dog MMORPG for years. It was what everyone was headhunting.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
That's pretty much my gaming. I play a little bit of Fire Emblem while I'm waiting on queues, but I have the queues down pat now where it's like, oh, well, I'll just turn it on now. By the time I do kid stuff, go to work, whatever, I'm back on. It's perfect.
Fair enough. I'm looking.
What are you looking for?
See what games are coming out.
All right. Well, that's gaming of the week. Do we want to talk about upcoming games? What are we watching? What's coming up? Well, Final Fantasy VIII got released today.
Yeah, you had a gripe with it. Look, I'm not really a fan of Final Fantasy. Is that better than 15? No. So 15, if I don't like 15, I'm definitely not going to like 8.
Oh, no. Well, you won't because you hate turn-based.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, if you don't like turn-based, then yeah, stay away from FF8.
Yeah. So, what's coming out in September? We've got
Borderlands 3.
Monster Hunter, Iceborne, September 6th.
Oh, is
NBA.
It's not as from what I've read, the Monster Hunter, you can't really just jump. That's a massive DLC. They reckon the DLC is the size of the actual original release. It's definitely not a game where you can just pick up and play. Even the developers have said, really, you're sort of the opposite, like Final Fantasy 14, the new DLC. They were like, oh, you can pick up the speeder, and if you're not really heavy into storylines, like, you can do it. But the developers of Monster Hunter really turned around and said, oh, we would not recommend that one bit.
Oh, that's all right. So you have to be actually experienced then to play that DLC.
Yes.
Oh, that's fair enough, though, because it keeps it in order then, at least. NBA 2K20.
I'm not into basketball games.
Come on, mate. You love sports.
I'm a sports guy. I'm not a big basketball. Like, there used to be a sweet, NBA Jam or something back in the day, and you'd put the cheat codes on for big head mode and slam dunk mode, all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, no. Gears 5, September 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's Pokemon? Pokemon's not till later on in the year, is it?
You're miles off.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was waiting for it too. It's in November. Pokemon, November 15th. So you got a couple more months of that left. Borderlands 3, September 13. Grid, September 13. Got no idea what Grid is. Have you seen anything about Grid? GRID. Grid, all in capitals.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much into it, actually.
The next one, you're going to be so impressed by.
Better not be a Sims or something.
No, Jurassic World.
So
Lego,
yes.
September 17th. I can't wait for Link's Awakening. For that pre-order, I'm waiting for that to come. Cannot wait.
I haven't pre-ordered it yet.
You're a slacker.
No, I've pre-ordered Borderlands 3, September 13, I think it is. But no, I haven't pre-ordered Link's Awakening just yet.
And then FIFA 20. Woo.
Yeah, it's a no-go for me too.
No, I can't really play it.
Only time I do play FIFA is literally with the young fella.
Yeah, fair enough. And that's it for September. So not many games coming out for the rest of the month. Probably the main one, or actually the main two, is probably Borderlands 3 and Link's Awakening. Maybe you can do Gears 5 if you want to be nice, and if you do play Monster Hunter. But yeah, the other ones are pretty lackluster, I think, or I haven't heard much about them. But no, that's pretty much it.
That's I can confirm. I don't know if I'll be playing many of them, actually. It'll be if I'm still playing World of Warcraft. I'm pretty obsessive. I'm not and you've probably seen, I don't play multiple games, and I definitely don't go back to games. Like if I am playing, say, World of Warcraft right now, and my mates convince me to quit to come and play Borderlands, I won't come back to World of Warcraft. I normally get obsessive with something, and that's all I want to do at that point in time.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if I do leave and come over to the Link's Awakening side of things or anything like that, then it will be, damn, I'm going to now be walking away from Warcraft. So I'll just keep playing Warcraft until I'm done.
Yeah. Or I'll just come over to No Man's Sky and you'll be there forever because there's so much to do on it.
I can confirm I won't be.
Mate, it's a really good game, I swear. What do you mean, Link's Awakening? You'll have to get that, and you'll have to play that. Stuff World of Warcraft, you have to wait a half to play the game. Like Link's Awakening, you're putting it in, you're playing Zelda History, remastered.
Oh, I will play it. Let's face it. I'll play it. But I don't have the deep nostalgia like you do to play that whole game. I might even force you to do the playthrough of it. Your internet is so atrocious, I'll probably end up having to.
Yes, that's right. What else? Was there anything else we had to mention this week? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
Look, listeners, sorry if we have been quiet on the page, a little lackluster. The two of us, if not even some of our other streamers as well.
Infected by larvae.
We are in a bad medical place. It's just, I cannot shake the constant sickness. It's like, come on. It worked out well because I got, obviously, influenza A. I got the actual flu. And the doctor turned around and said, you will not go near elderly or children for 3 days, 76 hours. You are contagious, and we've had the highest recorded deaths in Queensland medical history. You will not go outside. And I was like, fine, if I have to. Because normally I must. Sometimes you're like, all right, kids, off you go and do your homework so you can sneak off and play games and stuff like that. Everyone does. But this time it was, no, you cannot go to work. You cannot see your children. You have to miss out on Father's Day breakfast at their school because you are risking your child's life. And
that's sad. You missed the breakfast?
Oh, I was Devo. Trust me, I was freaking Devo. Especially being a single dad, that was heartbreaking for me. But it was do that or risk literally death. That was what the doctor said. He's like, there are kids and elderly in Queensland alone. This flu season, 95 people have died. Yeah. Australia-wide, 410 or something.
That's crazy. So I think that's it for the week. Have you got anything else you wanted to talk about, Steve?
No. That's that's it. I got nothing else. World of Warcraft. That's about it.
Just disappointing. I've downloaded a couple of games on the Xbox. You get that game of the month, wherever you can download certain games that come out.
I should start doing that.
Well, I do it to trial them like, sort of like a demo.
Yep.
And then if I like it, I go buy the physical. But I'm downloading Zoo Tycoon.
Yep.
Just because I remember the old roller coaster tycoons I used to play, so the nostalgia brought me back in. Downloaded. She released the Blair Witch game for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh, yeah.
That was the other one I downloaded, but I haven't played it.
I really should play that game again. I kickstarted that. My name's in the credits.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I'd like to do a screenshot of your name then, and say
when you finish it
or something.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, you have to finish it to see the credits? You can't just go to a menu?
No. Yeah, I kickstarted that game. I was super stoked for it, but when it first came out, it had so many bugs.
But that's the one that had the DLC recently banned.
Yes.
So that's why I downloaded it, because once something's banned in Australia, I want it.
I get it.
But no. So the other two games I've downloaded, I'm going to see how they go. And if I like them, I'll go and get the physical. But now I have a real big problem. So I've got two consoles, Xbox or PlayStation. Which one do I collect? Okay, I collect for both. That's easier.
I'm the same. I got the Xbox because I want to play Fable. Fable for me still
1, 2, and 3 on the game. What is it called?
Like a remaster, like on the game store.
Yeah, but it's the games that you can download for free once you have the game pack.
Oh, yep. I get you.
So you can actually download all 3 of them. I was actually looking at that today, going, "Do I want to go back to Fable?" But I'm like, no.
It for me was just, it had such a good and bad way you could actually play. Like, I really heavily enjoyed how it had the two different ways.
I always went the bad way because I can never do anything the good way. It's just so boring being a little goody two-shoes and helping the villagers. Stuff the villagers. Let's pillage and kill.
I was always like a I'm like a grey.
They're even more boring because then they help people still. No.
I help people, but I also kill people. Okay, I believe there needs to be good and evil in this world.
Oh, here we go. Now we're getting philosophy. Yep.
Oh, that's what a great Jedi is.
You are against me.
That's what I reckon Star Wars will end up finally bringing in, the grey Jedi.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I can't wait for that movie, actually. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, well, that's it for me gaming this week. Guys, just make sure you like, subscribe, and share the podcast to gamers in and around Australia and around the world. And remember, it'll never be game over.
And gamers got a game.